have to ask you this. How do you find the time?
How do I find the time? I get up at like 4 in the morning.
More
Like,
than what that makes.
Yeah, he's getting up at about the time I'm going to bed right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
same here.
like I like I find that time. But the other thing is that the thing that I think a lot of people are like, he's a content creator. Da, da, da. It's like, I don't live stream that often. Like, it's, you know, I like to have at least one a week, which is fun. And they're usually capped at maximum 3 hours. After 3 hours, I'm just like, I'm tired.
I look at you're pumping out multiple videos a day. You have 6 kids, and I'm
yeah. Oh, dude. Well, yeah.
Cooking dinner. Like
kids are. I clean. I've been helping the kids learn how to ride the bikes. You know, and I just find slots of time. And the thing is that, you know, and this isn't. I never want anybody to like see what I do, and then it's like, oh, I can, you know, like, like be intimidated. But I know that some people tell me that I am very tenacious, driven. It's like, okay, so I get an idea in my head, and the downside, like, there's a negative side to like my personality, but I get an idea in my head and I finish it. So it's just like, all right, this is what I got to do, and I focus in on it and I get it done. The downside,
though. I'm surprised you don't homeschool at this point.
Oh, I don't. The only reason we don't homeschool, I think, is because I think that my wife would be really stressed out by that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I tell her, I was like, figure out what makes you happy. Like, happy wife, happy life. Like, let's come up with the game plan if you're not, vibing on it. But she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm like, go for it, So I have a great support system, a great support network. But the downside to my personality is that if I can't finish it, I have a hard time letting it go. And so I can be kind of grumpy when I'm like, oh man, like I got, so it's just a balance. And so it's the things is that y'all see those things. You don't see the 100 misses that I have during the day. Like, oh man, I didn't get to that. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh no. It's like, so.
It's just weird from a British perspective. I'm not sure if it's the same for Chile, but I just always feel like the Americans have a bit more of a flexible lifestyle.
I do have a flexible lifestyle because I also work from home. So.
I feel like the UK,
It's on the second.
It's different. I feel like UK is a bit more more flexible than America, in a way. It feels different. It just because we see Americans at a different time. So
maybe. I always feel like we're a bit too strict with how we treat our lives over here.
Oh, we have that also, that problem here in America as well.
We get a lot more holidays in the UK compared to
America.
That's
true.
Like, we're more strict when we actually have to work, but compared to America, where if they take a minute off work, they will get fired.
Yeah, I've told my boss multiple times, like, so I got a raise in October, and I was like, yes, but it wasn't as much as I was wanting. I was like, oh man, maybe and it's like, but I was like, in lieu of that, because guys, if you ever get offered anything, just get in the habit of countering. Because it's just get in the habit of countering, and so I ended up picking up an extra 2 days of PTO, because I was like, hey, well, like, in lieu of a raise, do you mind if I get some PTO? Because my priority is spending time with the kids. The kids are all asleep. Maddie's watching Harry Potter, but the she's older, she can kind of manage herself now. But it's like, my priority is spending time with the kids. So like this week, I'm gonna take the kids on a little trip. We're gonna go look at some dinosaur tracks and do some other stuff, but I'm gonna be out of pocket. You won't see me for a few days. And it's like, that's the thing. And I'm gonna use some of that bonus PTO to go and spend time with the kids. I'm trying to save up because my dad wants to take them skiing in December, and so I need to save up any and all my PTO so that way I can I can make that happen. Because
that's what I mean though, because like I think one of my favorite YouTube shorts is like a French, I think it was Frenchman or is an Italian man, like, he's like, this is the difference between European holidays and American holidays. And he's like, okay, I'm going on holiday. I might be back in a week too. We'll see. And then the American is like, okay, I've got this phone number. I've got this if you need to call me on this. I've got this if you need to call me on this. And I've got this if you need me now.
I told my boss they had to, they need to like double my salary if they want me to put Teams on on my phone. I just don't have any of it on my phone.
That's my life. because I work in sales. So
the other thing I could say that I do differently and where I think I have an advantage is I don't use my phone. I don't have social media apps. I do have a few ways that people can contact me on it, but right now it's in grayscale for Lent. So it's like I find that I'm not ever really on my phone that much, and that is a huge time saver. You know?
What have you given up for Lent? What have you?
So we've been doing like, you know, prayers and fasting, and obviously like the no meat on Fridays, and honestly, like the thing from the Catholic perspective is that you're supposed to be doing something every Friday, even not in Lent, but you know, they were like, oh, you pick, and then everybody's like, oh, we don't have to do anything. It's like, all right. So I was like, yeah. So but my diet is so restrictive that it's like I've been on kind of this Lenten fast for 9 months now. So ultimately it's spending time praying, reading with the kids. We do we get up at at 6:40 in the morning. I'm at the breakfast table with the kids, and we got them breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I just drink coffee, and then we read kind of from the children's Bible, you know, as a part of some like scripture for breakfast, because this is just all kind of
hard. Children's Bible?
Yeah. Like it's some more simplified stories with you know, drawings and stuff like that they want to see. And so we read that. We've been doing the Hallow Lenten reflection stuff, and just going through and, you know, listening to that, and then we also do that also for dinner, and then afterwards, kids will brush their teeth and get ready for bed, and then we all meet together in the den, and we do prayers, and then we do stories. So that's
it's just
that's
kind
of
it's Calvinist. In Scotland, it's Calvinist Presbyterian, so they're a bit literal with stuff. So it's just like there is no children's Bible, there is the Bible, and you will learn it.
And you will learn it.
Yeah, and you will learn it. It's a very Scottish mentality of do as you're told, don't do as I do.
That's so
Do
funny.
they still do Latin in Scotland?
No. It's Protestant, so they were pretty hard against that.
She's just like, my mom was very upset when they got rid of the Latin mass.
People are still upset by it, yeah.